Hello, greetings, beloved human family. I am Gilles Nancio. I'm called to come back here and speak again about spiritual ascension for those who are interested to develop this inner self, this ascension process. For it is not something that is commonly taught. To know that we are one with the whole universe, that what is important is what's going on within ourselves, that takes precedence over all other things, to align with the highest good of all, to align with that which with the I am presence, to say I am my I am presence, to know yourself as an extension of source, an extension of God, and to integrate that each and every day, to allow to accept the inner guidance, the inner teachers. I'm going to pull a few cards. We are navigating between two eclipses, so it is a time of the whole of humanity is being tested. Many tools have been given for ascension, so we are asked to let go of all the old frequency, the old program, the shadow matrix, in order to move into something better. But during those transition time, we have to let go of all this comfort of being where we were to move into something that is completely new. But in between, there is a whole path where we feel like we have lost something, but we haven't yet gained what is coming up. So trust and faith is very important. The highest wisdom for us today is partnership, to be connected with the universe, the higher minds of the universe, to the spirit forces, to the angelic ministry, to the creator gods, to God, to the one, to co-create, to know ourselves, to be co-creator. What we need to understand is the limitation. There are certain limitations that are still being imposed, and so we want to get rid of those limitations, and for that we need to follow the narrow, the path of ascension is we have to climb. We always like a very hard, the highest path of ascension is a narrow road that is climbing. So we want to achieve that. So it is not easy, but we want to assume that, we want to achieve that, we want to be free of those limitations as much as possible, not to create new limitation. What we need to do is destiny. We want to align with our past and destiny. We all came here with a specific destiny, a mission. So you have to trust yourself, to know you are a divine being of light, you are connected. So connect to your guides, your soul, your spirit, your I am presence, and try to communicate as much as possible. We all have the keys within ourselves to do that. For God, sometimes for what I call God is the forces of life that is educating us. All of life is connected to that one God, that one presence, that is all. And sometimes the path is really hard. So it says God is really hard on us, but He has our highest good at heart, and there is no one to judge God. Life will do whatever He will do, and understand, even if we do not understand everything is done out of the highest love and wisdom, for God is love and wisdom. And so trust that, know that sometimes we are being tested, but we know there is the possibility of whether we win or lose those tests. It doesn't matter. Do not be judged, do not be severe, not be judged. Just accept the lesson and then grow from that, grow from there. Just relax, be at peace, accept things as they are. The only way to change something is to accept the situation as it is in order to change it. And that is where really the outcome will be the connection to our master guide. The master guide is the guide of the spiritual path, but the spiritual path is no different than the material path. For all the matter comes from spirit, and spirit matter, when we come into matter, we need to return to spirit eventually. So it is important to connect to that, to know that, call on your master guide. If you do not know your master guide, call on him, ask him to show himself, to present himself, to introduce himself. For as we ascend, we'll discover, as we move from the accepted norm of society, where we believe we know everything, the ego knows, and we are moving into fourth dimension. We are looking for something more. We realize life is a mystery. There is far more to be discovered than what has been we know. And so we move into the situation, I know that I do not know, and so we seek, we ask, and we receive, and slowly but surely. So there will always be mystery in the ascension process until the point we reach the absolute. Once we reach the absolute point of connection, where there is an absolute, cannot change, for God is an absolute. And all those who have achieved that absolute are becoming one with God. I also wanted to thank personally Allah, to thank Yahweh, to thank Brahma. For Allah is the most powerful being in my life, is the one that has been assisting me the most, but I know those beings are the fathers they're the cosmic fathers, they are the source, they are one God, but they are manifesting in different way for different society, different culture. They are assisting the plan of humanity, and so and they are supreme, ultimate, absolute. They have no beginning, no end, and so they are divine beings. We want to connect to them. We want to merge with them. We want to become one through our I am presence. We are able to do that. I also wanted to thank you for supporting this channel. It is important. I think it is important for me as I continue to speak on many subjects that are spiritual, that eventually to get more reference. But I will be as my project come into alignment and I start travel the world. I'm sure there are new people who will come into this understanding. We'll take the train in. For the process of ascension, we are all unique, and because we are all unique, we are bringing something unique to the process of evolution. We all have a unique mission. We are unique beings. So we want to trust yourself to know that, and to continue to seek to communicate. For we have all the keys and codes within ourselves to do that. I was speaking briefly about this. About this past, about the assembly of the elected, and for the selection for the assembly of the elected to come. For at some point the censor will speak and the reality will change. What's called the last judgment. For right now, we have been given the keys and codes to ascend, to give a chance. It is not a matter of being infinitely perfect. God does not expect that of us, but He expects our participation, our goodwill in relationship to what is being asked internally. And at some point, the books will be open. The truth will be known. For now, I don't want to talk about all those crooked past and criminal things. It's like the sewer. When you move on those things, it smells really bad. So let's God deal with that. It's not for you to go into those depths So, but there will be true rewards for those who are serving the light, serving the highest good of all. Repeat to yourself: I am aligning with my I am presence. I am my I am presence. I am following the path of ascension. I'm following the supreme divine good. I am the manifestation of love. My essence is love. My essence is light. I am integrating the wisdom that is given to me every day. For after the shift, there will be a separation. Those a lot of beings who are power over will be separated. They will be sent to a young planet that's been selected and volunteer. And for 700,000 years, they will not have a chance for ascension. That's what's been revealed. But in many sense, they will not be able to make war, they won't have money, and they won't be able to destroy the planet. So they will be able to grow through that process. But for everybody else, it will be a golden age, an age of wisdom. And this, for 1,000 years, there will be 1,000 years of peace. Then will need to be reintegrated some other souls that will have learned enough. Some of them will be given a chance after 1,000 years to reintegrate, and then but we won't be like in Atlantis or Lemuria, fallen back into darkness. We'll be moving into 10,000 years of a platinum age, and then after that we'll be moving towards the settlement in light and life. So the earth will be eternally settled in light and life. It will be a paradise for all. For this age of love and light and wisdom is the age of concord. It's an age of harmony. It's an age of peace. It's an age of brotherhood. The galactic will come. At which point, for it is only God knows when this will happen. It is everybody's waiting for the green light. They are ready up there. But it is. But they will. The angelics and the galactic will come. They will provide technology. They won't do the work for us, but they will provide technology to clean up the earth, to transmute all the nuclear pollution, all the other form of pollution, to clean up the lands, the rivers, the ocean. And we won't, after that, with those technology, we won't need fossil fuel energies. We won't need to destroy trees. For trees are very important. Most of the ecological problem is because we are abusing the trees, and we won't have to kill the animals also. So we'll be discovering. We will be given some galactic ships to explore the galaxy. It will be a marvelous liberation for make it so. Already envision this reality of the golden age as we anchor that. We move into the fifth dimension and we help create it, we assist, for we are all very important in this process of evolution. We came here with a mission and a purpose, and so we need to continue to cultivate this vision of hope, peace, joy, unconditional love. For I have a vision, a project, a dream. God tells me it's ready to manifest. There is like the paradise, the doors of paradise are opening within me, and they're going to be happening without as well. And for now, I dream for my first step will be to move into a comfortable place where I'll be able to organize my art and before I start my project, of course, but also retrieve. I have a retrieve of the art I have in America. I had left with some friends and things, and also maybe look for this art that was stolen or lost. And so I'm going to try to see if I can retrieve it. Of course, we'll see. I cannot be attached to object in any events, but all of this is part of a process, a past. And so I'm really looking forward. This painting behind me is a painting that took me about 10 years to resolve. I think it is very dynamic. There is a lot of things going on in it. For it is like a salon. Here it's like I'm like sitting on my throne. Here it's like me, and there's this blonde girl that has been appearing in all my paintings. It's maybe somebody I will meet in the future. There's like 3 graces, 3 muses, and there's two guys with a hat, and then there's the cats, and here there is like everything is being commanded by the absolute. It is like a checkerboard where God is moving his pieces. Here there's the great I am, resting on the infinite. There is the DNA with the logos above, and the I am leads to the fellowship with man, with the symbol of Islam here. Then there is the seal of Solomon here on top of a bed, and but over there is Chiron, and there is like spirit guides that are up here. There's the Master Universe, the symbol, the Maltese cross over there, symbolic of the Master Universe, with Saturn that rules the show. And so there is all kinds of symbols, and it's pretty dynamic painting. It's kind of interesting. Although there may still be details. Although sometimes I hesitate to touch a painting when it's really that powerful and when everything is in balance. For sometimes the imperfection makes it perfect. If all the imperfection works together, it is Lao Tzu says infinite perfection is so perfect that it looks imperfect. So sometimes we have to accept the imperfection in order to move into more order, more perfection. So accept yourself as you are. Love yourself as you are. Do not blame yourself for whatever mistake you make. Just even a step backwards is actually a step forward, because it will teach you something, and then every step is actually we are all learning from every experience. And from up there is only love that is real. It is only down here that we have those heavy judgment, and so the life is very difficult because of the judgment and those beliefs. So I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to pull 5 cards from the angels. The past is complementarity, or whatever that means to you. I hope it resonates. What is the present is righteousness, and the future is reconciliation. What we are working on right now is success. And the outcome will be acceptation, to be accepting of what is. So accept the past, be one with the past, co-create with the universe, and may your day be filled with joy and light and hope and so all the things that you want. Just align yourself. It is not always easy to feel that you already have what you wish when you do not feel you have it, but the more we can feel that we already have what we want, the faster it can come to us. I'm going to finish with a little song. It's a song by U2 and Bob Dylan. It's a beautiful song. It's called Love Rescue Me. Somebody who's was kind of disappointed by romantic love, and so is turning towards divine love. For that divine love will never disappoint us. It goes like this. Love rescue me, come forth and speak to me. Raise me up and don't let me fall. No man is my enemy, my own hands imprison me. Love rescue me. Many strangers I have met on the road to my regrets. Many lost to seek to find themselves in me. They ask me to reveal the very thoughts they would conceal. Love rescue me. And the sun in the sky makes a shadow of you and I, stretching out as the sun sinks in the sea. I'm here without a name, in the palace of my shame. Say, love, rescue me. In the cold mirror of a glass, I see my reflection pass. See the dark shades of what I used to be. See the purple of her eyes, the scarlet of my lies. Love, rescue me. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow, yea, I will fear no evil. I have cursed thy rod and staff, they no longer comfort me. Love, rescue me. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la, ah-la-la, sha-la-la, ah-la-la-la, sha-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la. I say love, love, rescue me. I said love, climb up the mountain. I said love, oh my love. On the heel of the sun, I'm on the eve of the storm, and my words you must believe in. Oh, I said love, rescue me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'm here without a name in the palace of my shame. I said love, rescue me. I have conquered my past, the future is here at last. I stand at the entrance to a new world I can see. The ruins to the right of me will soon have lost sight of me. Love, rescue me. Well, thank you very much for sticking till the end. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going to send you my love and blessing. We are all one. We are, as we recognize this divine light within ourselves, we can recognize it within every other being, and so we recognize this unity. This once we recognize this unity, everything will work out. We have in society, so we have to be patient with the world and patient with ourselves. I thank you very much. I wish you a good day. Namaste.